What's up, guys? Mink here with a very special edition of Beards Behind the Brand. Today we got to come up to Las Vegas, hang out with our boy Michael, Maverick, Chiesa, and man, you're getting ready for a fight. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so August 7th, I'm fighting a guy named Vicente Luque. He's ranked number 5 right now. I'm ranked number 6. It's just one step closer to getting to a title shot. That's my ultimate goal in this sport. I'm not here for money or fame. I'm just here to be the best in the world. So it's a really tough opponent, but it's one step in the right direction for me.
Nice. So for the guys out there who might not know who you are, tell them a little bit about you, a little bit of your background, how you got to this point. You're what, top 10 fighter in the world right now?
Yeah. So I wrestled in high school, and I kind of fell short of my goals. You know, I set some high expectations of myself, and when I didn't meet those goals and meet those expectations I had set, I found this new avenue that I was very attracted to, and that's mixed martial arts. I started watching the UFC, and something about it, I was just drawn to it. And that calling, it was there for a reason, because it led me here to this moment. I'm here talking to you. So,
yeah.
You know, so I started training in mixed martial arts when I was 20, and it just took off from there.
You were on the first season of Ultimate Fighter.
The first live season.
The first live season.
Yeah, so it was the 15th season of the Ultimate Fighter. It was the first live one. And it was a 3-month season, and it's funny that you bring that up, because that's what led me to actually growing a full beard. So I had a little scruff when I was going on to the show, and after a few weeks on the show, I said, hey, I want to get a little trim going. And they're like, no, you can't trim your beard because we need it for old footage. So after 3 months, I grew this huge beard, and it was my first big beard I ever had. I fell in love with the feeling, I fell in love with the look, and when I got off the show, everybody's like, fear the beard, you know, and I kind of got known for being the guy with the beard. So it's like, it's funny that was kind of like my segue into like having a beard.
It's amazing how something as simple as just like growing it out, them not telling you to shave it, now that becomes part of your image and what people know you for, and like a whole brand that you've built with yourself. It's pretty amazing.
Dude, 100%. If I ever shave my beard, nobody knows who I am. I'm dead serious. I can shave my beard, go in public, and I'm just like, no one knows who I am. And this is like a staple to who I am. It's a staple to my identity. And to be honest, I'm not mad about it.
we were talking earlier, and one of the things I love about you is you're one of the hardest workers in the UFC. You were talking about your schedule. You're flying all over the place. But you talked about how when you were first getting into the sport, you really wanted to be an announcer, and how you just like loved the idea of, you know, working and announcing and doing that. And now you've made that a possibility. How did that come about?
You know, the commentary thing, it's just I immerse myself in the sport, not only as an athlete, but just as a fan, as a student. So I've always wanted to test my knowledge, and I always like to say I want to be a part of the narrative. The fight, when a fight night comes around, it's essentially a big story, and I want to be a part of the narrative. The fights are going to tell the story, but I want to be kind of the narrator. I want to be involved in the prologue. I want to kind of be involved in helping tell the story of these fights, and I'm glad I got the opportunity to do that. And I like to say that I'm the self-proclaimed busiest guy in MMA. I'm a full-time fighter. I'm a full-time commentator. I'm a full-time analyst.
Yeah.
I'm a coach. I'm an athlete. I'm everything I do is mixed martial arts.
Well, what I love about that too is opportunities don't come around that often, right? And when you see it, you got to take full advantage of it. And a lot of times that means doing what people won't do, working your ass off, staying up late, getting up early. You know, and that's one of the things we talk about here at Live Bearded. Like, you're wearing the shirt, rent due, right? I'm wearing the shirt, do better. Our philosophy is like, every day it's our responsibility to do better, to learn from our mistakes, grow through our failures, and to strive to be the best that we can be. And that usually means like having the balls, having the guts to go after that dream. Like, fuck it, I'm gonna, pursue UFC. I'm gonna go all in. I want to be a commentator.
I always tell people, like, sometimes you got to lose a little sleep. Sometimes you got to lose a little bit of your social life. Sometimes you got to do things that aren't as fun, or what all your friends are out doing. You got to make sacrifices to get to the places you want to go in life, if they really mean something to you. You can't say they mean something to you if you're out screwing around, or if you're not really putting in the work, or like you said, paying your rent. The times you want to do it the least is the times you need to do it the most.
Yeah.
And it's not always just about putting one foot in front of the other. It's about putting your best foot forward and going into every one of those moments with a good attitude. A bad attitude gets you nowhere. So you put in the work when you don't feel like it, and you do it with a good attitude, and you're going to get the best results. Yeah. That's like the best piece of advice I can give anybody.
Yeah. So my number one question I want to ask you is like, what does it feel like? What's that moment right before you get into the octagon, right before you go out there for a big fight? Like, how does that feel? What are you telling yourself? What are you thinking? What's going through you?
Man, I'm a guy that I have a knack for battling nerves, and once I get to the locker room, those nerves kind of start building up, and I'm thinking of all these terrible scenarios, and that all the worst things are going through my mind. And then I get to the curtain, when they play my walkout song, and they pull that curtain, and I take that one step out in front of the crowd, that all goes away. And I live in the moment. Like, I wrote in my journal after my last fight, I said, remember how much you love this feeling. Like, I love that feeling so much. I love that feeling, making that walk in it. And I feel like I turn into a different person. But when I'm in that moment, I love it so much, and that's why I'm still doing it. I've been doing this sport since 2008. been in the UFC for 9 years, and that feeling will never get old. And if the day it gets old, I probably shouldn't be doing it anymore.
Yeah.
But until then, I'm going to live it up, and I'm going to take advantage of every moment that I get.
Amazing, brother. Well, it's a pleasure and an honor for us to come spend some time with you. We really appreciate you using our products, saying good things about us. It means a lot. And we're excited to make you part of the Live Bearded family. And everyone out there, guys, he's got a fight coming, like he said, August 7th. August 7th. So I'm not sure when this is going to go live, but it'll definitely be before then. So make sure you tune in. And more than anything, man, we appreciate you. You're an inspiration to all of us out there that are working to go after that dream, that goal, whatever that is. So,
Thank you, sir. It's an honor to be a part of the team.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you, man.
Cool. Ooh.